Hey YouTube, what's going on? Matt Kennedy here. More of an NFL video for you all. The overtime rules have been amended for the playoffs, and now it's going to happen where both teams get a possession in the playoffs. Regular season will be the same rules. The reason why I'm making a video is because I seriously feel like people just blew it out of proportion. Like, I feel like, I'm a Browns fan. We haven't really had that many overtime controversial games. Like, I know the Bills and Chiefs have. I know the Patriots have because they won a Super Bowl in overtime versus the Falcons. They got the ball first, whatever. I know there have been some teams more than others that got screwed over, the Buffalo Bills, whatever. But the one thing that everyone forgets about that Bills game, and I see a lot from Bills fans, change the rules, You guys gave up a field goal with 13 seconds. So it's just like, I'm not making fun of you guys because the Bills are better than the Browns. But like, can we just be real here? Can we stop getting things out of proportion? Like, yeah, I can see that the overtime rules may need adjusted, but I really wouldn't go out and say that it's totally unfair. You have to realize, first of all, it's a coin toss. So if your team wins, you win. It's a 50-50 chance of if you get the ball or not. Secondly, look at this stat from, I don't know what website this is, Stat Finder or something. Drive Finder. This is the current search from 2000 to 2000 from 2020 to 2021. Any team versus any team in the regular season. Okay, so this was the last two seasons, the full 2020 season, the full 2021 season. So this is modern football. This ain't since 2020. This ain't 1990. This ain't every stat ever. This is the last 2 years of football. A drive outcome in a touchdown is 24% of the drives. Now, granted, some of those drives could be outliers because I don't really know if they count a kickoff return as a drive. I don't know if they count, there's always going to be these one play scores that are like lucky. You got to keep that in consideration too. So the one thing, and you also got to keep in mind drives that are like, there's 10 seconds left before halftime. That's still a drive. Like, there's some outliers, but it's not going to be that far off from this. It's got to be somewhere in the 20s. That's still pretty low to get a touchdown. And I think everyone always makes the excuse of, oh, our defense was tired, or, oh, bullshit. You don't think the offense is tired? Like, it works both ways. When the offense and the field, they're resting. When the defense and the field, they're resting. Like, football is made to be played where, you have chances to rest up. And if you're playing the defense consecutively and the defense has been on the field forever, so has the offensive linemen. The offensive linemen are probably going to throw up. They're tired too of blocking and snapping and blocking. These wide receivers are tired. All these stops and goes, full sprints, the quarterback's tired. He's sick of running around like a little ballerina trying to get in the pocket. People are saying this bullshit shit, and it's just like, I'm just sick of hearing it. Just own up to the fact that it's one drive, me versus you. You score versus me, fine, you earned it, bitch. 75 yards, you fucking earned it. You had to get the ball first from a coin toss, 50-50 anyway. You had a chance to win in the regulation. You had 4 quarters to win it. Don't give me this shit. Oh, you're not really better than us, or it's one lucky drive, or bullshit. If you were really better, you would have won in the regular, in the regular 4 quarters. So it's just like, it's soft. I think it's soft. You lose. Come from a Browns fan, lost my whole life. I mean, people just lose and they just cry about it. It's like, you lose the fucking game, bro, get over it. I mean, Bills fans, you had fucking 13 seconds, you couldn't get a stop, fuck off. And it's just like, I'm a defensive-minded person. This is no joke. This is no fucking joke. If I had the best defense in the league, like we'll say the Steelers are up there, at least top 3, top 5. If I had a top defense, and if I'm playing a bad offense, like maybe the Jets or the Giants, I might defer. That's how confident I am, and I trust my defense on how hard it is for them to score on me. Especially with Daniel Jones or a young Zach Wilson, who is pretty good, but he's still young and he has no talent around him. Especially with Jamison Crowder leaving his team. So the whole point of my story of where it comes down is it's just like, people are just forgetting about, like, it's a coin toss. It's 50-50. Like, it's fucking fair, dude. Like, literally, if you got the ball and you're on offense, do you think you're going to take, let's say you win. We receive, we win. When your opponent says, oh, our defense was tired, what are you going to say to them? Oh, that's a bullshit excuse. But then when your team's on defense, you always say that as an excuse. Oh, I lost, but my defense was tired. Everyone just wants excuses. I'm sick of excuses, okay? You'll lose the game. How about you own up to it, okay? We lost. We had a fair chance in regulation. We could not win it in regulation for time reasons because the game was already 3 hours. Let's make it 4 hours, right? Fuck off. It's already 3 hours, okay? So I would say an extra half hour at most. You have some commercial breaks, other shit. I mean, how many hours in a day are we going to give up our time for this game? I mean, I love football, bro. It's my number one free time activity, but come on, guys. I mean, these games are going to be 4 or 5 hours? So if we keep going back and forth like college, we could be, college overtime rules, we could be there another 40 minutes. And it's just like, is that like everyone's tired. So it's just like, there's just so many aspects to it. And I just think people just forget, like, okay, maybe the defense was really tired that time, but the offense wasn't tired. Well, they earned it then. 75 yards from a touchback, because touch pass on the other line. They had to drive the whole fucking field. They fucking earned it. It's not that easy, dude. It's not that easy to score a touchdown. If you think it's easy, then do it with your eyes closed. I think people forget that the Bills still had a decent defense last year. And the Chiefs drove down and they earned it. And I mean, I can't talk much from being a Browns fan because we don't really have that many overtime games that really fucked us over or really helped us out. We've probably been in like 3 overtime games the last 3 years, and I don't really remember any of them being bullshit. It's just what it is. We lose, we win, we win. Like, it's just what it is. And I think people just see one thing. It's like, oh, it's not fair. It's not justice. Or it's like, dude, you think that's unfair? I would say, then what's a salary cap? If you think overtime needs to be changed, then what about all this salary cap bullshit? Signing bonuses and the Saints are in negative cap. And oh, they cleared $40 million in cap. How? That's more corrupt than overtime, but people want to change overtime more than a salary cap. People just say something, but they don't think about what they're saying. And like, that's the point of my video here is, yeah, I do like, the overtime changes. I do like both teams getting, the ball. I am open to change. But I feel like some people, they just see one thing or that Bills game. They're like, yeah, it's definitely got to be changed. Like, dude, it's not totally unfair. It's all perspective. It's what politics is. Democrats, Republicans, it's unfair. It's all bullshit. It's all perspective. It's your perspective opinion. It's not objectively unfair. It's subjectively unfair. If you think it's unfair, how? It's a coin toss. It's just maybe from the defensive perspective, They were really tired, but if you won the toss, Josh Allen would have scored, and then you're cheering and Chiefs fans are crying. It's all happy-go-lucky. It's all bullshit. And I think no one wants to say that. That's what this world comes down to. It comes down to bullshit, and it comes down to people just not owning up to it. It's just excuses. So it's just like you lose, shake the fucking hands and move on. That's what it comes down to. Duke versus North Carolina, March Madness. Duke lost. You want to know why? They missed their free throws. North Carolina won because Duke missed their free throws. They missed 3 out of 4 in the last 2 minutes. Guess what, Coach K? It wasn't your fault. Was North Carolina the better team? I mean, I guess, in theory. But when Duke lost that game, I wouldn't say they were really that bad. It's just they just didn't execute. They didn't execute. You make your free throws, you low-key could win the game. So when Duke looks at the film, why did Duke lose? Make your free throws. It's execution. When these teams lose in overtime, get a stop. Stats don't lie. Right here, plus or minus 24% of drives result in a touchdown. It's only in the 20s. So statistically speaking, defense has an advantage to get a stop. And don't give me the tired bullshit. Don't give me the free throw excuse. Okay? It's an excuse. Duke missed their free throws. They lost the game. Buffalo could not get a stop. They lost the game. Move on. Shake hands. Next year, get a better defense. You're tired. Well, Mahomes wasn't tired. The O-line wasn't tired. Give me a break. That's what it comes down to. Give me your thoughts. And again, on a party note, I do agree with a possible change, but I don't agree with we have to get a change. We have to. Oh, if we don't change, it's corrupt. There's a difference between wanting a change and we need a change. And I think everyone thinks this is so unfair. It's so bullshit. I think a field goal was unfair, but a touchdown to win, that's fair. You had 4 quarters. You couldn't get it done. It's a coin toss. Give me a break. Take care. Peace.